So right now, we're trying to get a look at Tesla. So what's it going to look like for the long run? As far as, especially after this whole coronavirus situation. So let's try to find a trend. And it's easier to kind of find a direction on the upside since it's been on an uptrend for a long time. So looking at it, I would say potentially it could have hit its mark. That's the weekly scale, daily scale, and 259 seems like an okay number to me. So I want to look at the past a little bit to kind of analyze things a bit more. Oh my god. It'd be amazing, but that's just too low. So here we have the highest high. But to me, it kind of looks like a structured pattern, but oh wait, I have to move things off. But even still, here's the brush. Whoops. Okay, you're not doing that well. I know I'm a terrible artist, guys. I'm sorry. But looks like it found support around this area and is looking for a reason to reject. So I'm not going to say this whole pandemic is over, but at the moment it does look like it could potentially go up again. And then I would think that it would do something along the lines of that. Go up one more time and then just start diving. And the strongest zone you could give it is around this trend line. So until we actually see something, I would honestly, if you understand charting at all, around $200, I will try to look for a reason to enter, whether you're trading it or like purchasing the asset. So buying the stock. But that's one way to look at it. I mean, it's the same thing has gone on with like marijuana stock, especially like you will look at a strong trend line, especially even like on the weekly scale or whatever, but it broke through the structure and it just broke much lower. You really have no idea where it might go at that point after it does that. So it really is truly hard to say the direction of this market at the moment, but at this point I truly believe that it could drop for a little bit more and then go for a longer term rise, and then, well, it might not even be long term, but for like a month, and then next month, or yeah, we'll we'll see what happens. I say just wait for it to get to a cheaper price, get a good view and perspective on the company. I still would look at its financials to see how it's doing, especially with everything going on now. I mean, it is a popular car still. There's a lot of money into Tesla, so I would assume that they would be okay. There's something that's going to grow and last for a long time from my view. So I don't see them dying, even after this whole pandemic. I mean, they may have their losses since the lack of customers, but at the same time, Tesla's vehicles, they're pretty pricey, so not everyone's looking for a Tesla. Anyway, so other than people who have a lot of money, so it's the profit margin. It's there, but not dependent on, like, I guess, the entire United States. A lot of people are still looking for cheaper cars because that's what they can afford. And they're not going straight to Tesla unless they can afford it, I should say. So I would look at the information, the company's financials, as soon as it gets to about $200. Get it and try to get an idea of, like, especially in the next month, how much money they made, and is it possible for them to make more, and pay attention to news as far as this pandemic is concerned, to see if how long this may last. Is it going to last all through the month of April, May, July? We really don't know. So if it ends up lasting for a long time, longer than the company can really hold, then there is potential that this stock could potentially see more drop. So that's just my thoughts on as far as Tesla. But, and the same can be said about more stocks, but that's just my thoughts. This is strictly educational. I'm not going to tell you when to buy it or not, because that is ultimately your decision. This video is strictly educational, but especially since I'm not a financial advisor. But yeah, just try to be safe with your trading. Make a smart decision with your trading, or purchase of the stock, I should say. If you believe it's a good buy, hold with all belief. If you believe that it's not the right time, take your time. But trade or buy your stock at your own risk. If you thought this video was pretty helpful, feel free to give it a like. Feel free to subscribe to this video as well. There will be more content just like this. Whether it's trading, cryptocurrencies, many forms of investing. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment, or comment your thoughts on Tesla. What do you think this stock is headed? Or how do you feel about this whole corona pandemic? What do you think it's going to do to markets? Next time.